introverts. There are some women who prefer men who are introverts. I know some women who like men who stay to themselves and who are not all out there and just talking to people and things like that. There are some women that like men like that. Now, obviously, like I said, you have to remain masculine and you have to stay in your frame, but you can still be introverted. What's going on? What's happening, fellas? It's your boy KD. Let's get right into it. So I had a subscriber from my channel and wanted to know how to attract women as an introvert. All right, fellas. So first things first, as an introvert, I always recommend that you get out into society, get out into social networks and social groups and start mingling with people. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a homebody and being an introvert. I'm not gonna lie, I'm somewhat of a homebody right now, to be honest with you, because I don't go out anymore, to be quite frank with you. Like, I don't party anymore. I don't go out to like clubs or bars or anything like that. If I'm not working or at the gym, I'm at the crib, all right? And if I'm at the crib, I'm probably working at the crib. So I'm not like usually out there in public like that. So I do understand, people who want to be homebodies, but at the same time, interacting with people, bro, that's part of life. All right, you got to get out there and, explore and then just talk to people, G. Like, straight up, man. I'm not trying to make it too complicated. You just got to get out there and talk to people. But if you are an introvert and you're the type of person that you would rather, not be out in big social groups and things like that, bro, I'm going to help you out with how to attract women today. All right, guys. Now, first thing, all right, number one thing, as an introvert, you got to understand that appearance matters. All right, appearance matters, because if you're an introvert, you're not going to be really approaching women. Like, one of my best friends that I grew up with my whole childhood, he was an introvert as well. So we used to hang out. I was the loud one. He was kind of the quiet one. And he used to attract a lot of women just because of his appearance. Like, he was like one of the pretty boys. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of easy for him. So he didn't have to approach women. Like, I was the one, like, if I saw a chick and I like her, I'll go walk up and talk to her. He was kind of different. He'll sit back, play the cool guy role, and kind of like let things flow. But a lot of the success that he had to do with his appearance. Like, he was a pretty boy, bro. Light skin, curly hair. Like, y'all know one of them type of dudes, man. Dude had light green eyes. I can't remember, bro. I think his eyes were like, I don't know, G, but he was one of them, like, them baby face dudes, bro. So all the chicks liked him. They thought he was cute and whatever. So he would attract a lot of women just from being an introvert. So your appearance, man, work on your appearance. You got to Looksmaxx. Because if you're not an attractive guy and you're an introvert, like, you're not really confident to go talk to women, bro, you're going to struggle with women, to be honest with you, because the only men that women actually approach is really attractive men. You have to be really attractive for a woman to approach you, because women don't typically just approach men, so you have to be attractive. Now there are times where a woman is very outgoing and she may find you interesting if you're not attractive, and she may still approach you, but the probability of that happening is very low. All right, guys, like, most women don't approach men because most women don't have the confidence to approach men with the fear of being rejected. So if you're not attractive, you're not giving her any like motivation to want to approach you if you're an introvert. So if you are an introvert, I recommend that you Looksmaxx. All right, Looksmaxx, bro. Work on everything. Your body, especially your body, skin, clothes, bro. Hair, everything, bro. Keep a nice fresh cut. Make sure your skin looking good. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure that you well groomed, bro. Make sure your outfit's on point, because it's just gonna hide your chance of attracting women. It's gonna make you more confident too when women actually attract you. All right, guys. So you have to work on your looks. You gotta Looksmaxx. This is one of those times where I would tell you that Looksmaxxing should be a priority if you are an introvert. Like, you got to play with your strengths and your weaknesses. There are some guys who are extroverts, but they're not that attractive, and they have successful women because they're extroverts. Like, they know how to communicate. They know how to stir up women's emotions and conversations. They know how to arouse women with their mouthpiece. If you're an introvert, 9 times out of 10, you ain't really got a mouthpiece like that. So you got to work on your looks, bro. Physique. You got to Looksmaxx. Body game, 100%. You got to get in that gym, fellas. All right? You got to get in that gym. You gotta make sure you're hitting the weights, you're building muscle, you're getting as strong as you can. So when a woman sees you, all right, even though you're not willing to make that initial approach, you're giving her reason to even want to be interested in you guys, okay? And then you can let it flow like most introverts do. All right, fellas. Now, another thing that you need to work on if you are an introvert and you want to attract more women is your body language skills. All right, guys, you got to work on body language. This is something that you're not going to hear a lot on like Red Pill and Manosphere channels. It's more of like a mouthpiece game and things you should say and things to find out, you know, things to recognize in a woman. But you got to understand your own body language, because a lot of guys don't realize that a lot of times they're giving off negative or indifferent body language when it comes to women. Now, I'm not saying that you should be thirsty and you need to like be like all flamboyant, all in a woman's face, trying to lure her in, you know, with your body language. I'm not saying that. Don't be extra. Be yourself. Don't be a tryhard. But at the same time, there are certain things that you can do to, you know, basically welcome a person in, to let them know that, hey, you are interested, but you just ain't willing to come walk over there and talk to them. Simple things like eye contact. All right, guys, eye contact. Most introverts that I know have trouble with making eye contact and keeping eye contact. Okay, most introverts that I know, when they make eye contact with people, especially beautiful women, they tend to look down and they tend to look away. You know, guys that, you know, are afraid to approach women, they tend to get really shy around beautiful women. And if you're watching this and you're one of those type of guys, just keep it real with yourself, because even if you are shy and even if you are kind of intimidated by the woman, you can still do things like make eye contact, okay, and hold eye contact, and not in a creepy way, but good enough to where you can let her know that you ain't scared of her. All right, guys, because most women, like I've watched videos of women talking and I've listened to women and I've talked to women, and most women can admit that most guys, they think, okay, and this might not be the case, but they think that most guys are afraid to approach them. And it's not because the guys are not approaching them. It's because of these subtle body language cues, like guys looking away instantly and guys putting their head down and things like that. It's okay when you're just not interested in a woman, you know, but there are really guys who are interested in women. And like, you keep a spade, call a spade, bro. Keep it G. Like, most guys are interested in the beautiful women that they see day to day, but they're just afraid to approach them. And they actually show it, bro. Like, I see I be people watching sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I go out, I people watch. Because like I tell y'all all the time, I'm interested in social dynamics and psychology and human interactions. And I watch people and I watch guys literally look at women that they're interested in and or want to approach. And bro, they be scared as hell. Like, I can tell, like I can see them look at the chick. She noticed the guy looking, and then the guy makes eye contact and he looks away all nervous and shit. And you can see his whole like body language kind of close up. You know what I'm saying? That shows a real lack of confidence to a woman. So there were times that I can remember in my past where like, I want to say like earlier in my 20s, I wasn't introverted, bro, but I don't know, I kind of stayed to myself for a small period of time. And during that time, that's when I was like hitting the gym hard, bro. Like, I was doing 2-a-days. Like, I was just in my own zone, G. I was just focused. I was going through like a little transition, and I remember I would attract a lot of women, and I would get a lot of women to approach me, because when they would like look at me and we would make eye contact, bro, I stare through their soul, and not in a creepy way, but just like in a seductive way, you know, because I knew like I wasn't about to approach this chick, but I wouldn't mind her approaching me. So I would give her cues, like I would smile, I would, you know, little slight, little slick, little masculine smiles. I would make eye contact. You know, I'll do things if I would look at them, they would make eye contact. I would, you know, signal them to walk over. You know what I'm saying? Like, just small little things, bro. You know, just to show that, you know, hey, I like you, but I ain't about to come walk all the way over there to the other side of the gym. You gonna have to come over here, sweetheart. You know, stuff like that. And I think also because I worked at the gym and I didn't want to just be approaching women too. I think that's why I was kind of introverted when I was doing my workouts. But anyway, guys, you got to work on body language, smiling, making eye contact, opening your body up. You know, like I see a lot of guys when they get around women, attractive women, they get closed off, they cross their arms, you know, and not even in a masculine way, just like a kind of like a protective way. You know, guys, like, you got to open your body up. Like, when you get around women, a good thing to do, I don't even call it like a technique or a strategy, but take up space. You know, like when I get around beautiful women that I'm attracted to, like, and I get in close proximity with them, I take up space. Like I'm wide, my chest is wide. I like spread my legs a little bit. Like it's just small things, bro, that women notice. And these small things can change dynamics and really influence your interactions with women. And these are just nonverbal cues, bro. Okay, these are soft skills. You know, a lot of guys, they want to work on the hard skills, but they don't pay attention to the soft skills. The soft skills matter a lot, and this is just going to make you an overall better man. Okay, it's going to overall increase your communication skills, verbal and nonverbal, and overall heighten the quality of your interactions with people. But when it comes to attractive women, guys, and you're an introvert, body language, that is very, very important. I recommend, you know, watching some of my body language videos, you know, about like how you can tell when a woman's interested in you. I'm gonna put a link for that in the description, you know, and you know, the video that I made about eye contact. I made several videos about body language and ways where you can tell whether or not a woman is interested in you or not. You know, because if you're an extrovert, an easy way to tell if a woman's interested in you is just by going up and talking to her, and she reject you or not. Like that's a clear sign. It's quick. Like extroverts, and let's think about extroverts. They're actually not scared of rejection, so they find out quick. You know, introverts, you guys, like, you don't find out a woman don't like you until later on because you're not open. You know, and you can't read body language and things like that. So you have to work on body language. Another way to attract women as an introvert, guys, is fragrances, smelling good. All right, guys. So when you get around women, all right, I've had so many times, and by all means, I'm not an introvert, but I can recall so many times where I've been around women, whether it was in a grocery store, at wherever, bro, just like anywhere where I'm around women. And I've had so many women start up. They initiated the conversation with me because I smell great. You know, they always ask me, you know, like, what are you wearing? Or, oh my God, you smell so good. Or, you know, who smells like that? Like they're asking, like, oh my God, who smells like that? And I'm like, shit, me. You know what I'm saying? Like just those things, bro. Like, of course, fragrances, you smelling good, it's gonna attract women, okay? But when it comes to you being an introvert, it's a great conversation starter. You know, it's a great conversation starter. And if a woman is complimenting you on how you smell, that's a good thing. 9 times out of 10, if you're attractive, you've been Looksmaxxing, you've been hitting the gym, 9 times out of 10, you could probably pull that. All right, you could probably pull that because you're already smelling good. And women, they like men who smell good. All right, fellas. There's a bunch of fragrances I recommend. Obviously, you guys know I got my own fragrances from the toptierman.com. Link in the description as well. You can go get that. I got a summertime fragrance right now. Superman, bro. Great fragrances in that big blue bottle, man. Y'all go check that out. It's on sale right now. Also, the year-round Top Tier Charisma, which is my favorite all-time fragrance. That was my original personalized fragrance that was made for me. I wear that at the gym, bro. I wear it out. I wear it on dates. I wear it to sleep. Out the shower, G. It's a great smell. So y'all go check that out at toptierman.com. But yeah, guys, fragrances. Make sure you're smelling good, guys. Make sure you're smelling good. So if you're an introvert, guys, I'm not telling you that you have to be an extrovert. Like, I'm not the type of guy that say every man should be outgoing. You know, because I'm actually cool with people, and I got friends that are very introverted. Like, they stay to themselves, and they're great people. They got their strengths and they got their weaknesses. You know, like their weakness may be, you know, being outgoing and, you know, just talking to people and being social, but their strengths are like technical things and things like that. So those type of people, like, everybody's different. You know, every man is different. Every man has his strengths and his weaknesses. As long as you're being a manly, masculine man, you're taking care of business and you're doing your thing, hey, no harm, no foul. You do you. But you can still attract women as an introvert, guys. There are some women who prefer men who are introverts. You know, like, straight up. Like, I know some women who like men who stay to themselves and who are not all out there and just talking to people and things like that. There are some women that like men like that. Now, obviously, like I said a few seconds ago, you have to remain masculine and you have to stay in your frame, but you can still be introverted. Okay, guys? It's just all about you and your personality, and basically you just like being the best version of yourself, pretty much. Like, as long as you're being the best version of yourself, being an introvert is not a problem. You still can attract women. There's just certain things that you must work on. Being as attractive as you can, smelling good, looking good, working on body language, nonverbal cues, working on things like understanding whether or not a woman is attracted to you or not, so you can know how to move and things like that. All right, fellas. So I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't liked the video, please hit that like button. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.